Craig Cohen 87 here for episode 60 of the Iron Den. Today is going to be a leg day. Looking forward to legs. I had yesterday off. Usually I train yesterday, but I took it off, so I'm fully rested. I should be at 100%, which I haven't been in a long time on a leg day. Let's see, what do I want to do? My goal for today is to beat last week's attempt on the leg press. If you recall, I did 630 pounds for 11. So 2 weeks ago, I did 13. Then I wanted to match or beat it, but remember, I only got 11. So this week, being fully rested, I'm curious to see what I could hit. But I definitely don't want to hit less than 11. But I'm going to go until I fail. I'm not going to rack the weight. Just like last week. That's my absolute goal. 100%. And then on the pendulum squat, I'm going to go with the same weight, but try to beat it by 1 rep for the first and final, we could say, sets. Probably going to do the hack squat. I've been avoiding the hack squat last couple of weeks. Just been too fatigued to do it. But now that I'm 100%, I should have enough in the tank to do it. You know, it's not even a question of energy. It's a question of, what do you call it? Systemic fatigue, which is just the whole body is drained, the brain is drained. You know, it's a lot of pain for legs. It's the hardest muscle for me anyways to work out. You have to endure a lot. It's not easy. But you know what? That's why I like doing it, because it's not easy, you know? I like the challenge of it. But I definitely have 12 in the tank this week. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how my leg extensions and hamstring curls. I'll know right after my leg extensions if I'm going to be able to do it or not. So it's kind of premature to call it right now. Other than that, let's see, what did I weigh in at? 235.8. My weight is holding steady. I'm guessing the prep is going to start first Monday in June, which is coming up soon. Probably in 2 weeks. What else? I had that posing session with my coach. We tweaked a few things. I can't wait to practice them today. Right after my workout. I think it's going to be really good. The vacuum is pretty much what I have to focus on the most. I'm going to be nailing the vacuum for the side chest, which will be very interesting. It looks good. I just got to be able to hold it. I got to be able to hold it for at least, I'm going to practice holding it for 10 seconds. And hopefully I only have to hold it for 5 seconds on stage so I could easily do it. So, yeah, that's about it. Anyways, I'll see you in the gym. There we go. All right. Time to hit my first top set of the day. Going 235. Last week I got 235 for 16 reps. So I'd like to hit 17 reps. Quality reps. Nice controlled negatives. Let's do this shit. 1. Nice and slow. All the way down. 2. The stretch is where the gains are. 3. Nice and controlled. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. I'm on fire. 14. Ouch. One more. Ah. Ooh. Ah. 1 minute. All right, second set. Down to 160. Got 14 last week. Let's see what I got in the tank. Get back in the seat as far as possible. 1. 2. Control that negative. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. 10. One more. Ah! 1 minute starts now. All right, let's go hit some hamstring curls, 155 pounds. Let's see how many I get. I want to do at least 15, but not more than 20. High quality reps. Let's do this shit. Nice and slow. 1. Control the negative all the way down. 2. 3. 4. 5. The negative, that's where the gains are. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. All right, 13 it is. All right, it's going to be the same thing with 125 pounds. Let's do this shit. Nice and slow. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Ooh, oh my God. All right, it's time for a top set. I'm doing a new exercise this week. It's going to be called Smith Sumo Squats. I'm sure you've heard of it before. I got to work my way up. I'm going to start off relatively light for a guy my size, 230 pounds. I'm going to go for 10 to 12. Super deep. Controlling the negative. All right, let's do this shit. Ooh, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Nice and deep. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. 90 seconds begins now. All right, so this week the emphasis is on hamstrings, so it's going to be a wide stance leg press. Last week I got 540 for 11 with the pauses, and then another 5 reps, 1 second up, 1 second down. So that's what I'm going for. I want to try to do 12 reps plus 6 if I can. I'm only going to do 2 sets, and I don't need to warm up because I've already done the sumo squats. So I want to give everything I have right to my first set. I'm going to do the smelling salts, and then I'm going to take, and then I'm going to take a second to meditate. All right. Let's do this shit. All the way down, baby. 1, 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 more. 14. All right, 15 it is. Not quite failure, but I'm happy with that effort. All right, set number 2, same thing. As many as I can do, but I dropped it down to 450 pounds, so I took a plate off on each side. All right, let's do this shit. Wide, low and slow. That's where the gains are. Low and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on fire. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Ah! Oh my God. Ah! I can't walk. All right, time for a marathon set. I changed the order of this machine, so I'm more tired now. I'm not going to do the full stack. I'm only going to do 120 and taper off pretty quickly. The goal is, let's see here, 10 to 15 reps. Let's see what I got left. Sweating like a pig. Usually I'm like fresh when I do this exercise. Just lean back, get a nice deep stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 seconds begins now. I think I'm going to go with 75 pounds, which was my warm-up weight. But that's how burnt out I am, and we all know 30 seconds is hardly a rest. More of a pause. It's a glorified pause. All right, 3 seconds. Let's do this shit. Stretch it all the way. 1. See, it's already killing me. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Slow, slow, slow. Whew. 30 seconds begins now. Looks like I'm going to have to lower it a lot for the next set. Only got 7 on that one. Yeah, my legs are very close to being toast, which is good. I want them completely destroyed. I don't want to leave the gym and still have glucose or glycogen left in the muscle. That means I have fuel in the tank. My goal is to expend it all and then refill it as soon as I leave the gym right away with protein and carbs. All right, last set, 45 pounds. So now I'm below warm-up weight. And it's going to be hard. I already know. Yeah. 1. Very tough. Let's lean back a bit. 2. Nice and slow. 3. It doesn't really matter how many I get. I mean, it does a bit. But the most important thing is that I'm destroying the muscle in question, which is the inner quad. 5. 6. I don't want to get off this chair with 1 rep left in the tank. 7. This is the last rep. 8. And now for good measure. 9. 10. 11. All right, let's go do some seated hamstring curls. Ooh. All right, time for some seated hamstring curls. I'm going to start with 90 pounds. I put the backrest a little bit further back. The theory is that I'll get a better stretch on the hammies. All right, I want to do at least 10, nice and slow. I'm going to assist when needed. Let's see what I got. Pretty exhausted. Oh yeah, see, that's nice stretch all the way out. 1. 2. 3. 4. Control that negative. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Let's make the negative harder. 10. 11. Woo! Very good. 1 minute break. Let's do this shit. Right, time to go marathon set on the seated calf raise. I'm going to start at 140, do as many as I can, take a 30-second break, and repeat. 2 more times. Let's set my clock for 30 seconds. All right. Let's do this shit. All the way down. Let the weight rip your muscles apart. 1. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah, that was really good. Huh? The 3 was really good.
11,
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah.
30 seconds begins now.
Wide, right? Yeah.
Let's take 90 pounds off.
Can make the both together when we're wide. And then we're gonna go one arm and the rest of that back and run.
17 seconds left. Calves are still burning. Three seconds. Not much of a break at all. All right, let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, oh my God. 30 seconds. We'll take 25 off. And we'll go with 25 for the last set. All right, next set. All right, let's do this shit. All the way down, 1. All the way down, 2. Control the negative. 3. I'm on fire. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh my God. 11. These are what the games are. 12. 13. Ooh. Oh. 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 Very happy with that. All right, time for a top set of calf raises. I'm at 210. I want to do as many as I can with my knees locked, of course, emphasizing the stretch, and the stretch occurs at the bottom of the movement. Let's do this shit. Ooh. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Happy with that. All right, let's go hit some posing. Front relaxed. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the back. Quarter turn to the right. Front double with the vacuum. Let's try that again. Side chest. Back double. Abs and thighs. Classic physique pose. Let's go through that again. Front relaxed. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the back. Quarter turn to the right. Front double. Try that again. I want the air up high. Side chest. Back double. Abs and thighs. Classic physique pose. Whoa. All right, I'm gassed. Leg days are the hardest. Finish this up later in the car. Had another successful workout in the books. I got my days wrong. On the days it was a leg day, but it wasn't my main leg day. It was week 2 leg day, which is new. My coach wanted to update things, so I added a sumo squat. So it did change the dynamics of the leg press a bit. I still had a very good leg press session. Got 2 good solid sets. 15 reps with 540 pounds. But again, very slow, very controlled, very low and slow, like I said. And, that's what the gain is. The closer your knees come to your chest, the more the quad muscle is stretching. And with 540 pounds of tension, that's going to make a difference. Let's face it. The sumo squats I liked a lot. The first set was perfect. The second set, my back started hurting. I tried to go for a third set. I only got 1 rep. And I gave up. I knew if I continued with that set, I would have been done right there. And it was more important that I complete the entire workout. And the first 2 sets I did were very close to failure. Not quite failure. I haven't built up that kind of endurance yet, where I can go till failure on the sumo squat. I'm still setting a baseline. I'm going to go with the same weight next week. Actually, it's 2 weeks from now, because next week will be a different leg workout. We'll be back to my week 1 leg workout. So it'll take 2 weeks. But will I be able to beat it? That's a good question. I'm going to be entering prep soon, so calories are going to be lowered. So, I can see my power slowly going away. But I think it's going to go away very gracefully. It's not going to be a huge jump. Maybe I lose 1 rep. But again, it's not really about the weight and the reps. Yes, they're important, but it's about the intensity of my effort. As long as I'm going hard and I'm eating right and I'm using the proper technique, my muscles are going to be in the best position to grow, which is what I want. Although they won't be doing too much growing once I'm in a calorie deficit. But I should be able to maintain almost all of it. Again, this is uncharted territory for me, doing an enhanced show. This is my very first time. I don't really know what to expect. Last year, the last 2 years, I lost a ton of muscle when I was in prep. But my coach assures me that's not going to happen this year. So, I'm going to take his word for it. He's very experienced. He deals with hundreds of clients every year. So, he knows a lot. And I have no experience. So I'm going to be a lot more experienced and knowledgeable after this ordeal is done. But until it's done, every day is like my first day. It'll be my first day 1 of prep. Then it'll be my first day 2 of prep, and on and on and on. I've made some tweaks my coach made some tweaks to my training. He wants me to hit the vacuum when I'm doing the side chest. He wants my legs and my feet positioned in my abs and the way they are in abs and thighs for my front double and for my classic physique poses. So it's just about acquiring that muscle memory. Also, he wants a lot of vacuums. So I am a little bit out of breath. Doing the vacuums or posing in general after a leg day is always the hardest. It takes the most out of me. But that's actually a good time to train it, because it'll always be easier than that. You make it as hard as possible. You train as much as you can. And then when it gets easier, you just automatically become better, Like when I'm on stage, I will not have just worked out legs. I'll be fresh, in theory. We'll see what my energy level is like, but it should be pretty good. And I'll have nothing in my stomach. I'll be dry, dry, dry. I'll be very light, so it'll be easy to move my body around. Right now, I'm very big and bulky, and when I train, I'm sweaty, so my body is like my arms are sticking to my torso, and it's hot in that gym. There's no air conditioning, which is good because that means when I'm competing and it's cool, it'll be like an advantage for me. Almost like training in the hyperbolic time chamber. Oh yeah, I love that analogy. But anyways, the workout was a bit longer. It was 2 hours and 2 minutes. I haven't gotten over 2 hours in quite a while. But again, this was a new workout, so I was still figuring it out. I was pretty slow on sumo squats. I didn't have a baseline set up, so I didn't know what weight I wanted to work with. So I was warming up with a few different types of weights. I think I'll have a very good idea of what I want to do next week. But in the meantime, I got very, very deep. You'll notice when I'm doing the sumo squats, I got very, very deep. I went low as I could, and then I kind of just dropped even a little bit further to put as much tension on the quad as possible. And for those sumo squats, it's basically glutes and hamstrings, and some hip abductors. But then when you get right to the very, very bottom of the movement, the quads engage. So the way I see it is, going forward, I want to pause for a second on the sumo squats. My program says 3 sets, but I might only do 1 or 2. I'm going to do as many sets as my back allows me to do. I don't have a great lower back. My technique is, it's not the greatest. I can admit that it is one of my weak points. I don't have to make it a strong point, but I just have to get better at it every single workout. Legitimately better at it. I can't just say the words. I have to actually get better at it. And it's only going to get better the more I do it. Remember, practice makes slightly better over time, Getting slightly better in 1 week it basically makes no difference. But then you add up 52 weeks combined for a year, and that does make a difference. You will notice a difference. I will notice a difference. And that goes for everything, you wanting to learn a language, anything you're doing, even honestly, eating, like food discipline. Don't think that just because you start a diet and it doesn't work right away, that you can't diet. Yeah, it took me years to get to this level of discipline where I don't cheat for months on end, and it's easy. I'm not even tempted to cheat. But again, I didn't wake up one day and I was like this. I got a little better every year. This is like my 4th year of dieting for an extended period of time. And every year I got better. And I think next year I'm going to be even better, quite frankly. That's how this works, So it's not just getting better in the gym. It's about getting better in the kitchen, getting better in the bedroom. And by bedroom, I mean actually sleeping, because the quality of sleep matters. And getting better with supplementation, being more consistent with it, taking it at the right times. I used to take all my supplements in the morning or at night. Now I pack my supplements with me to work, and I take them before my meals, the ones I need to eat. And I do it every single day. I don't just do it when I remember. All my supplements are packed with me, and they're brought to work. So I bring my, what do I bring? My probiotic and Burbine. Burbine, I think that's how it's said, which is I want to say it's a metabolic enzyme. Not an enzyme, but it helps with the metabolic process, which is very important because it's not enough just to eat the food. You want to make sure your body is absorbing as much nutrition as possible, even if it's only 1% more. If all the supplements I take combined only help me out 1%, I'll take it. Because it's 1% over years, and it's better, And then I get my posing 1% better, and then I can get my training 1% better. It adds up. My sleep 1% better. Now we're at 4 or 5%, and there's more things. And so yeah, that's basically it. Just keep getting better at everything combined. And my whole life it takes my everything I have. My whole life is geared towards getting better. Writing things down, looking back at them, comparing everything, comparing notes. But anyways, I think I've made my point. I'll leave us off here. Thank you very much for watching. And next will be my check-in, which I'll do tomorrow, and I'll have the new poses all set up. So, thanks again, and peace out.